November Air by Zach Bryan is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the 3rd fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I'll be referring to these chords and these frets as though the capo were the nut and call them frets 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of the real fret numbers of 4, 5, 6, and 7. And also chord shapes like A minor instead of the actual chord name, like this would technically be a C minor based on the fact that we're capoed, but I'll call it A minor. Okay, this song is being fingerpicked. And it's really just being fingerpicked with the thumb and the first finger, though sometimes you might see me revert to a 3-fingered style just because sometimes that's habit for me, but I'm pretty sure that Zach Bryan is just doing this with a thumb and a pointer finger, just thumb, first thumb, first thumb, first thumb, first, and the thumb is always going to be hitting on the root of the chord. So if the chord is an A minor, it's always on that, the 5 string, or whenever we go to the G, it's just always plucking on whatever the root of the chord is. Your first finger is the one that's doing some migrating between different strings to flesh out the feel of the song. There is one point that it's not really fingerpicked, it's more of just kind of strummed, and I'll talk about that whenever I get to it. So the first chord in A minor, open 5 string, second finger on the 4 string 2 fret, ring finger on the 3 string 2 fret, first finger on the 2 string 1 fret. So your thumb is on the open 5 string. Your first finger will go first to the 3 string. Then you come back to the 5 string with your thumb. And then your first finger goes to the 2 string. So that's 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 3. And then you'll move with your second finger to the 5 string 2 fret, leaving your first finger where it was on the 2 string 1 fret, but now we've opened up the 3 string. Same picking pattern with your thumb and first finger, but now it's just your second finger on your left hand is on the 5 string 2 fret. Actually, let me change that. In the intro, it actually, second finger goes to the 5 string 2 fret, and your pinky finger will come down to the 1 string 3 fret. So we are changing the picking pattern with our right hand a little bit. Whereas your first finger was just anchoring on the 2 string in the A minor chord. Now your first finger is jumping between the 3 string and the 1 string that your pinky finger is on. So that's the second chord. Then you're going to go lift your pinky finger off of the 1 string, go with your ring finger to the 5 string 3 fret. So we're going ring finger 5 string 3 fret. First finger still staying on the 2 string 1 fret. And sorry for the pause. I'm trying to kind of think through how this is going as I'm showing it to you. In the C chord, you'll go thumb, then first on the 2 string, then back to thumb on the 5 string, and your pinky finger will go down in the C chord on the 1 string 3 fret again. You'll pluck it with your first finger and then immediately pull off your pinky finger so that the open 1 string rings behind it. And that's that quick little feather of a note that you hear there. And then you go to the G chord. So the G chord is ring finger to the 6 string 3 fret, and you can just open up the rest of the strings. You're not wanting to strum the open 1 string here, and you're really wanting for your ring finger on the 6 string 3 fret to mute out the 5 string, because you don't want an open 5 string either, but you're going down your thumb, up with your first finger just kind of on strings 2 and 3 open. Then you'll slide your ring finger up to the 6th string 5 fret, and then you'll strike it and slide back down, and then open up the 6th string. So you get and then so the intro very slowly. And then second round, the A minor chord is the same, but whenever you go to the B chord, instead of your pinky finger coming to the 1 string, and by B chord I mean this walk up to the C, your second finger moves to the 5 string 2 fret. Instead of your pinky finger coming up to the 1 string 3 fret like we did in the first round, your pinky finger goes to the 2 string 3 fret. And then the C chord, and then the G chord. And then we get to the verse, and the verse is just, the verse you slightly change your picking pattern in terms of which strings are getting hit. In the intro, it was like 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 2. During the verse, it switches the 3 and the 2's order, and it's going more 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 3. So, same A minor, same B, where you open up the 3 string. On the C chord, you're just putting your ring finger down on the 5 string 3 fret. Let your ring finger mute out the 4 string so that nothing comes out there. You've got an open 3. Your first finger still on the 2 string 1 fret. And then in the G chord, you bring your first finger off of the 2 string, and you will end with your pinky finger coming down on the 1 string 3 fret. Repeat. In the chorus, same progression with your left hand, but the picking style changes yet again slightly. Instead of your first finger alternating between like a 2 and a 3 or a 3 and a 2, it's just anchoring on the 2 each time. Like you're just doing that as the bass chords are moving. So it's like the 5 string, 2 string. Now, it's not necessarily that clean as you're plucking. If the 3 string is sneaking in there behind the 2 string, that's fine. But like the anchor feel is that 2 string the whole time. The A minor to the 2 string 5 fret. To the 5 string 2 fret. 5 string 2 fret. 5 string 3 fret. G. And on the G chord, you lift your first finger up again. And you put your pinky finger down on the 1 string 3 fret. Then it goes another round of, I think, a verse and a chorus, and then whenever we get to the strumming part, we get the introduction of a new chord. It's an F chord. Now, Zach Bryan is probably playing this as an F like power, or an F bar chord with your first finger barred across the 1 fret, then ring finger on the 5 string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4 string 3 fret, second finger on the 3 string 2 fret, and then your first finger bar grabbing the 1 and 2 strings. I tend to play my F chord like this. Thumb on the 6 string 1 fret. Your ring, pinky, and second fingers are the same from a bar chord. And then with my first finger, I grab the 2 string 1 fret like I would in a C chord or an A minor chord. So we've got the F chord. And the strumming pattern here is like a down, up sort of feel. F chord, to a C chord, to a G chord, to an A minor chord, F chord, C chord, G chord, A minor chord. And it does that a couple times and it goes back into. So those are the chords and the movements to November Air by Zach Bryan. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.